Hi and welcome. I'm Tiffani Shannon. Today we have Kimberly Gonzalez here to share her story of an incident that took place over last year in January. Kimberly is currently in the process of claiming bankruptcy for owing over $650,000. According to uscourts.gov, the average age that someone claims bankruptcy is 38. Kimberly is half the average age at only 19 years old. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi.
So the first question on everyone's mind is, how do you owe over $500,000? Can you briefly tell me what happened?
Last spring, I was living in the sticks dorms, and as I was hanging my jacket to dry on the sprinkler, when I was going to bring it down, the sprinkler popped, and the water was going off for about 45 minutes, and my roommate and I thought it would eventually stop, so we tried to stop it, but it just kept going, so we just decided to evacuate the building.
Now, had you hung anything on the sprinkler before?
Yeah, I've done it a handful of times, like 6-7 times. My other friends that lived in the same building, I've seen them do it as well, and it was never a problem with them either.
Okay, so what was going through your mind while the building was beginning to flood?
I was hoping somebody would turn it off soon, and I was just scared as to if I was going to be held responsible for the damage, and I was just really scared.
Okay, so you went and got help from your RA, and you also pulled the fire alarm. What happened after that?
We waited. The campus police got there 10 minutes after, and they asked, one of the RAs was downstairs, and she asked her where the water pipe was so they could shut it down, and the RA had no clue where it was. So then we waited for the fire department to get there. It took them about 40 minutes to get there, and by the time they turned it off, it had been 45 minutes to 50 minutes since the water had been off.
That's a long time. So it's my understanding that 3 floors were flooded. Had the situation been handled differently, what do you think could have happened?
I think that if the RAs knew their job a little better and they knew where everything was located, the water could have been turned off 10 minutes after the sprinkler went off, and a lot of damage could have been prevented.
So how does your family feel about the whole situation?
They're scared, upset, and we're just waiting to hear from what's going to happen. We're just really scared as to what's going to happen.
Did you call them and tell them what happened? Like, how did that happen?
The guy in charge asked me for permission to tell my parents, and they told him everything, and she was just really upset as to how the situation was handled.
According to uscourts.gov, bankruptcy rates are up to 43%. How do you feel being only 19 years old and having to declare bankruptcy?
It's overwhelming, and with the economy being this, like how it is now, it's really stressful.
So after the whole incident happened, what happened immediately? Did you get to stay, or?
Well, I was along with other people in my building. We were transferred to other dorms, and I stood there for about a week and a half, and then I was evicted. And then I moved in with one of my other friends off campus.
So over the past year, what happened?
My mom has gotten a lawyer. Our home insurance has been involved, so right now they're just waiting for our home insurance is trying to negotiate with the school for a lower numbered price as to what they're suing us for.
So what were the damages, did they tell you?
They just told us that I live on the second floor, so the second floor, the first floor, and the lobby floor were damaged.
And everyone's belongings in the dorm rooms were also?
Any laptops or anything that was damaged, it was also included in $650,000.
Do they think that they're going to be able to lower it at all?
The home insurance is saying that the home insurance is telling my mom that the school is not wanting to lower it down.
But doesn't the building have any insurance that could cover a situation like this?
Yeah, my mom spoke to the guy in charge of the whole dorms, and he said that the insurance only covers if any of the employees created any of the damage, not if any of the students did.
How do you feel right now about what happened?
I'm upset from how it was handled, but right now I'm just scared as what's going to happen with me going bankrupt. And
what will happen? Do you know?
I don't get financial aid. I only get loans. So since I'm going to go bankrupt, I'm not going to be able to receive any more loans, which means my parents are not able to afford me coming to school here out of their pocket. So it means I'm going to have to move back home to LA and finish it off in a community college.
And are you okay with that?
I'm a little upset just because since high school, I've always looked forward to going away for college, and after 2 years, I'm going to have to be back.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. That's all the time we have for today. In this current economic state, it is already difficult to get ahead, and with last year's incident, Kimberly will be moving home to LA to attend community college while working full-time. This bankruptcy will affect your credit for the next 10 years. She will now be one of over 1 million people who have filed bankruptcy in the past year. Thank you for watching. I'm Tiffani Shannon.